Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. Hope all of you are fine and happy. I am your biology teacher. In this video lecture, we will continue chapter number 4, that is about cells and tissues. Today we will discuss about cytoplasm, cytoskeleton and nucleus. Now before cytoplasm, we already discussed about cell wall and cell membrane, and cytoplasm is a third structural component of the cell. Okay, so cytoplasm is the semi-viscous and semi-transparent substance between plasma membrane and nuclear envelope. Okay, now look at this portion, that is the cytoplasm. Okay, and in between there is nucleus. So outermost layer of nucleus is called as nucleus envelope, and that is the cell, and outermost layer of cell is the cell membrane. Okay, so cytoplasm is the semi-viscous and semi-transparent substance, and it is located between, this is plasma membrane or cell membrane, so it is located between plasma membrane and nuclear envelope. Okay, so in that portion cytoplasm is present in the cell. Okay, it is a semi-viscous and semi-transparent substance. Chemical composition. Okay, let's see the chemical composition of cytoplasm. Cytoplasm contains water in which many organic molecules like protein, carbohydrate, lipids, and inorganic salts, these are completely or partially dissolved in the cytoplasm. Okay, so cytoplasm, they contain water in which organic molecules and inorganic salts are completely or partially dissolved. Okay, look at this whole portion, that is the cytoplasm. It is a semi-viscous or semi-transparent substance, and in which organic molecules like protein, carbohydrate, lipids, and inorganic salts, they are completely or partially dissolved. Now function of cytoplasm. Okay, cytoplasm act as the site for various biochemical reaction. Biochemical reaction mean all chemical reaction that occurs in the body of living organism. These are also called as metabolic reaction. They may be anabolic or catabolic. So all type of chemical reaction that occurs in the body of living organism. Okay, so cytoplasm, that is the basic site for various biochemical activities or biochemical reaction. Now one example, that is the glycolysis. Okay, glyco mean glucose, lysis mean breakdown. So it is the breakdown of glucose during cellular respiration. Okay, it means when glucose molecule that is broken down during the process of respiration, that process is called as glycolysis, and they occur in cytoplasm. Okay, so look at this, glycolysis occur in cytoplasm. So cytoplasm is a main basic site for biochemical reaction. So process of glycolysis occur in cytoplasm. Now second important function of cytoplasm is cytoplasm provides space for the proper functioning of the organelles. Okay, so all organelles, they are present in the cytoplasm. So they provide space for the functioning of these organelles. Okay, look at these organelles: mitochondria, Golgi apparatus, nucleus, centrioles, and lysosomes, microtubules, ribosomes, endoplasmic reticulum, Golgi vesicles. So all these are the cell organelles, and they are present in the cytoplasm, and cytoplasm, they provide space for the proper functioning of these organelles. Yes, next structural component of the cell is cytoskeleton. Okay, cytoskeleton. Cytoskeleton is a network of microfilaments and microtubules. Okay, it means cytoskeleton means skeleton of the cell, that is basically made up of network of microfilament or microtubules. Okay, look at the structure of microfilament and microtubules. So they collectively make the cytoskeleton. Okay, so cytoskeleton is a network of microfilament and microtubules. So first part of the cytoskeleton is microtubules. Okay, so just look at the structure of microtubules. Microtubules are made of tubulin protein. Okay, so structure of microtubules, that is made up of tubulin protein. Okay, now look at the structure, that is the tubulin protein. So microtubules, they are made up of tubulin protein. Now let's see the function of microtubules. Microtubules are used by cells to hold their shape. Okay, so it means microtubules, they maintain the shape of the cells. Okay, so microtubules are used by cells to hold their shape. And second important function, they are also the major component of cilia and flagella. Cilia and flagella are locomotory organ in unicellular organism. So its mean microtubule is the major component in cilia and flagella. Okay, so it means in the formation of cilia and flagella, microtubules are the main component. Now second one is the microfilament. Okay, cytoskeleton is made up of microtubules and microfilament. Okay, now this is the microfilament. Let's see the structure of microfilament. Microfilaments are thinner and are made of actin protein. Okay, so it means they are thinner as compared to microtubules, and they are made up of actin protein. Okay, so it's in its chemical composition, actin protein is present, and these are thinner than microtubules. Okay, now look at the structure of microfilament. Function of microfilament, they help cells to change their shape. Okay, so microfilaments help cells to change their shape. Okay, look at this diagram. Okay, that whole structure of cell, it is made up of cytoskeleton, and cytoskeleton are made up of microtubules and microfilaments. Okay, so microtubules and microfilament collectively they make cytoskeleton, and cytoskeleton they make the basic shape or structure of the cell. Now next we have cell organelles. Okay, so organelles are small structures within cells that perform their function. They are about dozen types of organelles commonly found in eukaryotic cells. We will go through the basic fact about important cell organelles. Okay, so before that we discussed four main structural components of the cell, that are cell wall, cell membrane, cytoplasm and cytoskeleton. And now we have to start cell organelles. Okay, cell organelles are the small structures, they are present inside the cell. Okay, look at this. All the structure they are present inside the cell, these are the cell organelles. Okay, these are the cell organelles. So one by one we will discuss all these organelles and function of all cell organelles. Now we have to start from the nucleus. Okay, a prominent nucleus occur in eukaryotic cell. Okay, so eukaryotic cells, eukaryotic organisms are those organisms they have prominent or organized nucleus in it. Okay, so it means all eukaryotic cells have a prominent nucleus. It means all parts of nucleus are present in that. Okay, so now we have to discuss the parts and structures that make the nucleus. Now first start from the location of the nucleus. In animal cell it is present in the center. Okay, but in mature plant cell, due to formation of large central vacuole, it is pushed to side. Okay, that is the animal cell, it is present in the center. But in plant cell, one large central vacuole is present in it. Okay, due to presence of vacuole, nucleus is present on one side. Okay, so in animal cell it is present in the center, but in plant cell they are located on one side of the cell due to presence of large central vacuole. Structure of nucleus. Nucleus is bounded by double membrane known as nucleus envelope. Okay, so that layer, this layer, that is the double layer, these are called as nuclear envelope. Nuclear envelope contains many small pores that enable it to act as a semi-permeable membrane. Semi-permeable membrane mean those membranes that allow only selective material to pass through them. Okay, so nuclear envelope, they have small pores in it, and they act as a semi-permeable membrane. Then inside nuclear envelope, a granular fluid, nucleoplasm, is present. Okay, now nucleoplasm is present. This portion is called as the nucleoplasm, and nucleoplasm contains one or more nuclei and chromosomes. Okay, so they contain one or more nuclei, and they also contain chromosomes. Now next part is nucleus. It is a dark spot, and it is the site where ribosomal RNA are formed and assembled as ribosomes. Okay, so it is a dark spot and site where ribosomal RNA are formed. Okay, look at this. These are the dark spots, and here ribosomal RNA are formed, and they also assembled as a ribosomes. Now chromosomes, that is also present. They are visible only during cell division, while during interphase, non-dividing phase of cell, they are in the form of fine thread-like structure called as chromatin. Okay, so it means chromosome when they are present in interphase. Interphase is a resting phase in a cell cycle. So at that stage, chromosomes, they are present in the form of fine thread-like structure, and at that time it is called as chromatin. And chromosome only visible during the cell division. Okay, now look at this diagram, and that is the stage of cell division, that is the metaphase, and here these chromosomes are visible. Okay, so it means these chromosomes only visible during the cell division, but in interphase they are present in the form of thread-like structure, that is called as chromatin. And chromosomes are composed of deoxyribonucleic acid and protein. Okay, and deoxyribonucleic acid, it is the its abbreviation is DNA. Okay, so chromosomes are composed of deoxyribonucleic acid and protein. Now prokaryotic cell do not contain prominent nucleus. Okay, now in eukaryotic cell, the prominent nucleus is present and all part of nucleus are present, but in prokaryotic cells, they do not contain prominent nucleus. Their chromosome is made up of DNA only and is submerged in the cytoplasm. Look at this. This is the DNA and it is submerged in the cytoplasm. Okay, but that is the eukaryotic cell. Inside nucleus, DNA is present. Now the function of nucleus, it controls the cell growth and reproduction. It contains cell's heredity material. Okay, so nucleus is the control center of the cell. It controls the activities of the cell. So it controls the cell growth and reproduction. It contains cell's heredity material. DNA is present in it. Okay, so I hope all of you understand all these organelles. Now all of you have to learn all these components of the cell. Thank you. Have a nice day.